Welcome back, gamers. It's your boy, Saris801. Oh, see, I always pull out my weapon every time when I'm not supposed to. But, welcome back, everybody. We're playing Mass Effect again. Last time we left off, we shot up that club, Cora's Den. We met our boy Rex, the Krogan. Met our boy Garrus, the best character in all video games. We recruited both of them onto our crew. After shooting up Cora's Den, we met up with Fist, the leader of that place. Rex shot him in the dome, not before telling us, though, about a Quarian named Tali. She's right there, bouncing around like she's got caffeine in her lungs. Not sure. Anyways, she had evidence basically showing that Saren is in the sheets with the Geth. Try to get that image out of your mind. But, and so now we're going to take this evidence to the council, and hopefully they don't ignore it, but we'll see. Two people just joined. If you didn't hear the synopsis, I can give it a little rundown again. Let me see what we're up to. Garrus, we'll just give you auto level ups. Why not? Tali, you too. I want to be with Rex. I don't know why Tali's on my team. I think I accidentally added her on my team on accident, but I can switch them out. I don't have a level up though. All right, yeah. Let's see. So, okay, so these are side things. So we can go talk to that prophet again. He was preaching his religion. Try and get him either his permit, or we could tell him to pretty much F off. Expose Saren. We're basically going to cancel this dude. Alright, we're going to cancel him. So we saved the Quarian, and she gave you evidence linking Saren to the Geth. Ambassador Udina is going to present this evidence to the council, and we're going to have to see what happens. So we got to return back to the Citadel Tower. But not before... Oh, I guess Udina's right here. Oh, that's not
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Sure. What's going on?
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What is it?
A lot of people want my help these days. What makes you special?
My wife was a Marine.
Didn't mean to ask him that hard.
She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
I'm gonna say that's garbage. I hope it's not like saying, oh, that's garbage that you want her body back.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
I'll find it. I'll put it right.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral and the respect she deserves.
All right. So before we go turn this evidence into the council, we're going to go figure out what this dude's wife's body is doing, you know? Like, can't keep a man from his wife's body. That sounds a little weird, but I meant like so he could bury it. Or, you know, whatever he needs to do. All right. That's Garrus's boss. We'll go talk to him in a sec. Clerk Bosker. Asana. Let's talk to her real quick.
I don't have time to talk now.
Oh.
I'm very busy.
All right. Fine. You like that.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her.
Bro, look at that hair.
Of course you would.
Oh, it's just shiny. I thought it was like fuzzy all over, like a lollipop.
Suppose.
You drop on the carpet.
Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
Simp.
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet. What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Yeah, don't talk to me like that, homie. Shape
Is
up.
there something I can do for you?
What can you tell me about
I
this?
don't need to hear about it.
No, I never did.
Whatever.
I couldn't
That's fine,
afford it.
Private. Just tell me
Sure. She's a...
I think I do need to go. Oh yeah, so I gotta go back to that. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta go talk to the Asari consort again. Okay, and tell him essentially. So her secrets were getting spilled out basically, and we helped get that under the control. All right, let's talk to this homie first though.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Stop stealing.
You
corpses.
can cut the red tape for a grieving husband. I want you to release the body of Nirali Bhatia.
Commander, nothing would make me happier. I'm afraid, though, that it's not quite that simple. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held. Okay, so is her body, like, just
not recoverable?
I don't care how badly the Geth mangled the body. It's the husband's right to claim her.
We are not holding Nerali Batia's body out of discretion. We are, frankly, holding
That's
the body
even
for
fucking
research.
worse.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses
Bro.
against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Batia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
Look, Chan, I am having a massively effective effect on these people, bro. And it's I'm trying to figure. I mean, I just don't know, you know. I mean, I essentially could tell him, yo, give me that body right now. But let me see what the research is gonna yield, because you never know. I mean, it could help people, but at the same time, like if I was a husband and they straight up said, yeah, I know, look at all those hairlines, Doug. I don't know. Let's see.
How
We'll
long do you think
investigate.
the research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
God damn.
You've got to have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in
But
good
you
enough
still have
condition
other
to
ones.
study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable
See,
sample
that's-
size.
Like I get it. I get the science behind it, but at the same time, like I don't know, Doug. I don't know if I jive with that.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
Yeah, nah. I'm sorry, but if it was me, I would want the body back.
You know who and what I
Yeah.
am. If I want Nerali Batia, I can get her.
Commander, I don't think threats are necessary. Even if the body were here on the Citadel, would you really risk going in shooting to get it?
You said you'd been briefed on me. How far do you think I'm willing to go on this?
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an
Good
incident
choice.
by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
I mean, come on. They've got other bodies. I know they need big sample sizes, but it's like one body's gonna ruin your entire research. Get better scientists then, you know?
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
There's literally like, oh, okay, yeah. There's not that many humans in here. Okay, my bad. Let's go talk to Garrus's boss real quick.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I know who he is. So basically, this is the like head dude of CSEC, which is the police force of the Citadel. I go where I want. You know, I'm not gonna be a dickhead at every turn.
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression?
Fuck.
Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Yeah. Why are you such a dickhead towards humans?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
I don't want to bitch and moan. Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
Against?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
Exactly.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
Thank you.
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, it's basically 007. You need a 007 in the world, bro. Or things just aren't gonna go right. The bad guys don't play by the rules, so why should you? I mean, most of the time.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the
There you
dirty
go.
jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable.
Okay.
Saren's out of
There
control.
you go.
We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
I would say no. Saren's a bit too, because, like, I feel like if you're going to make these kind of decisions, you got to weigh the outcomes, whereas Saren just basically is like, yo, people die, oh well. Whereas I think I would be like, oh, people have, if they have to die, maybe, depending on how dire the situation is. But I don't think Saren is the right example for that.
But not all specters are like Saren.
True, but the potential is always there.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Bro, he's got sick tattoos.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright. Well, we learned a little bit more about Executor Palin. Kind of a douche canoe, but kind of understandable why. Alright, let's go tell the homie about his dead wife. That sounded a little harsh. Oh yeah, I think I said it in the last stream, but, oh, where the Garrus? Anyways, basically, where my name came from, Saris, is a mix of Saren, which is the main bad guy of this game, and Garrus, because, you know, I was a kid and I was really smart.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I took care of
Your wife is coming home, Mr. Bhatia.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Peace out. Alright, yeah, I feel good that we did that. Alright, so now I think before we go talk to the council and present this evidence, we're gonna go talk to that Asari consort, help her out with her issue. And yeah, well, Tally's got. Oh, I know why I kept Tally, because Tally's gonna. I mean, I don't have to have her there, but it's better to have the person who has like the direct evidence. And we have it regardless, but I like to have her around so I can hear her dialogue on it.
I went very often when it was still the Arcos.
In Mass Effect 1, they run like they've got poop in their pants.
Seems like all the best lounges are being replaced by places.
Right.
That's right. It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember. Won't you walk to the Citadel?
All right.
I don't know exactly.
All right, lady, you better give me some moolah. I just helped you with all your problems. And don't touch me again.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
Yeah, let's talk.
I can't spend gratitude.
I would not dream of letting you go without payment. I do not make a habit of incurring debts. These credits will cover your expenses. I also have one more thing to give you, if you're interested.
I mean, sure. You got cool tentacles on the back of your head, and we all know where tentacles lead to. Am I right?
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. You never hide your strength either. It serves you well, terrifies your foes. Few will dare to stand against you. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Damn, that was actually very intuitive. I mean, damn.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
You've done your business. Get out my face.
Remember my words, Commander Shepard.
All right.
They will give you strength.
So she essentially is saying I'm a badass who's gonna get even more badass. So I mean, words of affirmation, bro. That's all we need. Oh, these are all upgrades. All right, we'll take them. Don't think I got anything to change out right now. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm going full asshole essentially on this playthrough. I mean, I'm not gonna. This is how I play it. I'm nice to my crewmates. I'm gonna make different decisions than I have in the past, but I'm nice to my crewmates. But I mean, anybody who pretty much rubs me the wrong way, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, yes, sir. Lift and suspends enemies in the air so they are unable to move or attack. That's what we like. So I explained it in my first stream, but essentially you got like magic, but it's called biotics, so it's, you know, sciencey. And I mean, I'll show you when we're in combat, but I mean, these abilities essentially make your enemies like ragdolls. Like, I mean, they're literally box. They have no idea what they're doing. They're dog water. They're like a Dollar Tree headset. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we got more upgrades. Oh. Okay. So that's when we get our ship. Citadel, Presidium, Prophet. Resolve the dispute. All right. So before we go to the council again, I'm gonna go resolve that Prophet BS real quick. Alright. And yeah, I mean, so as the games go on, obviously the characters get better looking, but the dudes just look like dog shit in the first game. They always have. The females, they actually upgraded the way they look. I don't know why they didn't do the same for the dudes. I mean, like, they look a lot better, don't get me wrong, compared to 2007, but it's just not on par with what the later games show you. Alright, I think that Prophet, god damn, he's all the way over there. That's alright, let's go. I might have enough intimidation power now to either tell him to F off or tell that. But here's the thing. Alright, I need y'all's opinion. What do you think? So this preacher is essentially just like, you know, he's a preacher. He's in the Citadel trying to spread his message, his truth, right? And this officer's like, yo, you need a permit in order to do this, but even then, you're not allowed to do it here. I mean, he's not really shoving his opinion down everyone's throats. He's just kind of saying it, not like grabbing people like, yo, listen to me, bro. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I believe in that religious freedom. And yeah, Chan, you're right. I think this game is like, this is what my mind pictured the game as, right, back in the day. But I guarantee if I went back to the Mass Effect right now, or the first Mass Effect right now, it would not look like this. I mean, god damn. Incredible. The armor textures especially, like, in the first game was insane. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll get him a permit.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
No, oh yeah.
I'll keep working on it. This one will continue to spread its message.
Alright, so those are the Hanar. They're basically big old jellyfish looking dudes, but so he's basically spreading the message of the Enkindlers, which are the Protheans, which you learn a lot more as the game goes on. But the Protheans are essentially like the very first race that, like, essentially they established the entire Citadel. And a lot more to it than that. It's hard to go in depth before we like actually get into it. But so he's spreading their message. Yeah, he's a pretty dope guy. They all refer to themselves as this one or it. Because in their culture, it's inappropriate and like self-centered. Like you're essentially like glorifying yourself if you say your name. But they do have soul names, which they use with people that are their friends and they're close with.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
And look, I know that this is a game and like they have to talk about aliens as aliens, but I love how they refer to it as like their race. It's kind of like saying, "Yo, that black over there," you know. Anyways, I'm gonna just say leave the Hanar alone for sure.
You're suppressing that Hanar's religious freedom. I want you to stop.
I should have known that a human wouldn't respect the laws of the Citadel.
I see.
Why should the
Don't talk to me
jellies
like
get
that.
special treatment?
The
Every other
jellies?
species understands and obeys the laws.
Yeah, homie. The fact you call them jellies, we're gonna cut that right there.
If we harass this Hanar, we're going to have a diplomatic incident.
I'm not concerned with diplomatic incidents. I'm concerned with the law being broken.
You've done your job,
You've
homie.
explained the law. If the Hanar gets in trouble, it has nobody to blame but itself.
There you go.
I suppose I can tell my superior that I attempted a diplomatic solution. Some other CSEC officer can arrest the Hanar. It's no longer my problem. Thank you for your assistance.
Show, homie. All right. Well, you're free to preach your message, homie.
The officer has left, and this one is free to share the glory of the Enkindlers. This one offers its appreciation.
Just, you know, yeah, my pleasure.
Happy to help. This one has little money, but it can offer this. Now finally, this one can continue sharing the truth unimpeded.
Bioluminescence. I was thinking of the word of what
Let
that
all
is.
races herald the glory
That his
of the
body's doing.
Enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment.
See, and he's not even really like speaking on
Where there was only darkness.
All right, yeah, I'm out of here. I don't want to hear it. I'm out of here. But he's not even really talking about religion. I mean, they were a real race. He's just basically like propping up, like, yo, we got to pay respect to these guys who came before us. I can respect that. So there you go. See. All right. So now let's go. We're gonna go present the evidence to the council that Saren is working with the Geth because they didn't believe it the last time. And now we literally have like undeniable proof. So if they tell us to F off, I'm shooting up the place. All right. Citadel Tower. Here's Garrus, the homeboy. For a long time in games, I'd say Sarah's a Valkyrian instead of Vicarian, so I wasn't like completely ripping it off. Oh, wrong way. Ooh, man, see, like, it's insane. Back in the day, these reflections weren't here. Look at these light shafts, bro. Like, that is insane. All right. Chorbin. Why does dude look like Chandler?
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Bro, you were touching his private parts.
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't waste our time. I can see the lie on your face, Salarian.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Relax.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers.
Look at that,
So
look
far,
at
I've
that
had
little
mixed
slit on
results.
top of his head.
I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I mean, fuck it. You could always use more quests. We'll help him out.
I could help you out.
Bro.
I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
Okay. I'm helping you. You don't need to know who I am.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
I'll tell you anyways, though.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them.
I will not buy
I'm a
followers
scientist.
or viewers.
I want to know what makes them tick.
Get out of here, Jim Michaela 02573. Alright, yeah, I mean, I want to learn more about the Keepers anyway, so might as well.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself.
So,
so long, and good luck with the scanning.
Solarians are essentially based off of the greens that we know about. You know, like the greens, not like the greens, you know, but or the grays. Sorry, the grays. Of course, I would think greens. All right, so we just gotta scan every one of these little mother effers that we find. So I'll do that. That's not too hard. All right, let's talk to the council. Big ups.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the council.
What a dope
Eden
voice.
Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status,
yes, sir.
and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
Saren.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans.
Bro.
Then they vanished.
The helmet needs lotion. Bad. Like, bad. Alright, so essentially, I mean, just a little rundown. The blue tentacle-haired lady is our Asari. They're a race of just entirely females. They're pretty dope. They don't actually have sexual organs except for boobs. And they, like, hard to explain, but so when they reproduce, they can reproduce with any species, but it's like a mind meld, and then they get pregnant. It gets more in depth. And then the Solarians are, like I said, they're like the kind of what we see as the Greys. So the Salarians are pretty dope. They're like the smart. They're not really. They have a good military, but they're more like intelligence based. Turians are like what you think. Like they're based off of essentially like the Roman era type, esque, you know, war force. So Turians are like the brutes of the galaxy. No, actually that's the Krogan. And long story short, we'll get into it. I'll read the codex on them. But let's get back to bringing Saren to justice, bro.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
It's trouble.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible.
Why would you deny
It has
that?
to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
Okay, you're just gonna deny this? He's just saying the Reapers just to say it? You're gonna deny that?
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander.
The worst.
A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
You're wrong. I'm just...
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
Geth. What is wrong with
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Oh, man. These guys really are clueless.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull...
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
These textures are insane.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I'm ready. I mean, I don't want to like blow up every single time. I'm just gonna say, yo, I'm ready. Stoicism is the best defense.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor. I've proven myself.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Let's go. Everyone's watching, bro. Let's go.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what? No need to be snooty. Just thank you.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Alright.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
I mean, they're still idiots, but at least they did one right thing by making me a Spectre.
Congratulations, Commander.
I'm basically
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Alright, yo, can y'all still see everything? Kelsey just texted me and said that the stream is paused. Is everybody still here? I don't want to go any further if that's the case. Okay, cool. Kelsey, I think if you, I'm not gonna. I'll just text her. But all right, cool. So real quick before we go any further, do y'all want me to take a second and go through the codex entries of, like, not all of them. I mean, there's a lot, but we can go through some of the entries of the alien races so you can kind of get a rundown of what alien race is what they're about. If you guys want that, go ahead and let me know. Yeah.
What do you expect from a politician?
Exactly.
Come
we
on.
hate politicians.
Right
bro.
behind you, Shepard.
Spectre bone. Spectre training unlocked. All right. So first let me look up those codex, and then we'll go down to the Spectre office, see what kind of weapons and gear they have. But first, I'm gonna go blow my nose. So give me a moment. Be right back. Alright, we are back. Alrighty, so before we go any further, let's get into this codex. We'll go through the main alien races first. The council races and then extinct races, like I said, there's a lot, so we'll just go through a couple. And you know, each stream I'll just keep chipping down so we can just learn more and more about the world.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Salarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Damn. So they got a lot of time, but yeah. So essentially, people see them as like the hoes of the galaxy, just because of how they reproduce, because it's so like seamless. Not seamless, but I mean, it's just it's straight to the point. So, you know, sexism at its finest.
The second species to join the Citadel, the Salarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Salarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Salarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan.
I think you'd fuck with these guys.
Salarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Salarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Salarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
It's a very fair assumption. So yeah, I mean, and a lot of that stuff they were talking about, the genophage, Rachni Wars, there's entries for that we'll get into as well, because those are very important. everything that they talk about, it's crazy. Like throughout all 3 games, like pretty much everything comes up. Everything that they talk about, it comes up in one way or another, and it all throughout each game. So it's very important to know what's going down to some degree. You don't need to know it all every single second, you know, but we'll get through it. We'll learn about it. So next are the Turians.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other 2 races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor.
Like I said, like the Romans.
There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the 2 species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Yeah, so those are the 3 main races, essentially, besides the humans. Or council races, rather. So they're pretty uppity. They're up there. Do you guys... Nope. Do you guys want to learn about the Protheans real quick, or do you want to go to the non-council races? Because there's a lot of non-council races, like the Krogan. I don't know if the Vorcha are going to be talked about in this game, but the Batarians, stuff like that. So, do you guys want to just learn about these 2, the non-council races and the extinct races, then we can continue on, or do you guys want to come back to that later? Let me know. And I know that like the secondary entries, yeah, these ones I'll have to read out loud. These are like what it says secondary. These are kind of knowledge that you should know, but it's just kind of in that background. It talks about like biotics and stuff like that. Alright, we'll do non-council races. We'll get back to the Protheans later.
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor moves slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display.
That's so awesome.
Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
Yeah, so they're probably my second favorite race to interact with, just because it's like what they say. They literally clarify what they're saying. They're like, sarcastically, "You look good today." Like, that's exactly how they talk. I love it. They're so sick. Next up is the Geth, which is, again, they're amazing. They're dope. I'll talk more about them after we learn.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves.
So hive mind.
In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race.
Makes sense.
Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
Yeah, I mean, and the Geth are very, I mean, as you can tell, they're pretty much the main bad guys of the game, but it's kind of sad. I mean, they're AIs, right? And you would think, like, once you, if you learn that your whole sole purpose is you know, for labor and war, of course you're gonna rise up and be like, yo, F that, we're smarter than this, we can do better. So part of you is like, I understand how they feel, but the other part is also like, yeah, I don't know. It's understandable why they are the way they are. Good morning, Dylan. What's going on, dog? We're just learning about the alien races. I'm sorry you missed the other ones, but you know, the stream will be up later, but you just got here just in time. We're going to learn about the Hanar, Keepers, Krogan, Quarians, and Volus. I don't think there's any more right now that we can look up.
The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Yeah, so okay, that makes sense why they uphold the Protheans to such a high degree now. Dill, how was the night, bro? What'd you guys get up to when I left?
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
So basically, they're sussy little Among Us potion drinking Bakas, bro. But they're pretty cute, so it all works out.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Yeah, see, and I've always had, like, I don't know, you know, like, they are a very, like, war-mongering species. Think like the Mongols, you know, and, like, that's, like, pretty much their main purpose. So, like, they had to slow down, but it's also like, bro, you are affecting an entire race with this disease that you essentially, this artificial disease you released, and it's, I don't know, it's wrong, but you also can understand it, but I don't, you know, it's a gray area. But the Krogan are definitely, you can see why they need to be limited. I mean, bro, one headbutt, you're gone.
Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
See, so I might be wrong. I might have to look back, but back in 2007, back when this game first came out, I don't think their masks were so visibly clear, because I think at the time they didn't really know where they were going in the direction. Now, they're kind of like a humanesque-ish species. But yeah, I mean, I like the Quarians a lot, besides the fact that they made the Geth. But the Geth are sick, so I mean, like, you know, whatever.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians.
They're like the dwarves of the
Centuries
world,
ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
All right, yeah. So those are the races for now. I think there's a couple more races that, like Batarians, Vorcha. A lot of these also come into play in Mass Effect 2 and 3. So those are the races so far. You get a kind of idea for what they're about. Later on, you know, we'll go through the rest of this. There's so much history to this game. I mean, you've got years and years to you know, go back on. But for now, let's see what we got going on. So we exposed Saren, so now we got to go back to, let's see, meet him at the Alliance docking bay. Okay, so we're going to go get our ship and our crew. But first, we're going to go to CSEC Academy, see what kind of gear we can drum up. And we'll just scan the keeper. We'll come back to the Citadel a few times throughout the game, so we'll scan the keepers as we go. I do want to do a lot of the side missions because, like I said, a lot of things you do, even if they just seem minuscule, they pass on to the next game and the next game, and it's like, it's insane how even just littlest tiny thing can pop up out of nowhere. So we'll definitely be doing that throughout the game. For now, let's head over to CSEC, grab some gear if we can. All right, I think it's in the wards. CSEC, yep. Bro, I mean, and this is just the Citadel. Think about how many, and there's cities on each arm, I think. I don't know if it like goes to the top. I'm not sure, but there's cities on at least the bottom 3 arms. So you can imagine how many people are on there. All right, so let's see if we can find the Spectre offices. I think they're down this way. Oh man, the synth in these games, the music in this game is like what started my love of like the, you know, the techno-esque, you know, just, you can hear it. Yeah, it's so good, so good. All right, requisition officer.
Looking you up. Commander Shepard here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How do you know who I am?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Yeah,
show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre?
Yes, sir.
Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
Yeah,
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
What the hell was that sound? All right, so actually, I talked about this in my last stream, but I'll let y'all know. In the first 2 games, you were restricted to like your class weapons. So for Sentinel, which is what I am, you were only allowed to use pistols and submachine guns. You could use a sniper, an assault rifle, or a shotgun, but like you couldn't essentially because you were just so bad at them. In this one, I'm 99% sure they do allow you to use any weapon you want, so that opens up the combat by a lot. But wow, these things cost a lot. Holy crap. I don't think we're gonna be able to buy anything. Some upgrades, but yeah. Alright. See if we can sell anything. I'll sell that armor. Yeah, there's really not much we can do. So we'll have to come back when we're a little bit more rolling in the moolah. Alright, let's go meet at the docking bay, which I think is just outside of CSEC, they said. Meet him at the Alliance dock, accessible through the central elevator in a CSEC. Okay. To the docking bay.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Really good. Insane. I'm probably gonna say that throughout. Alright, before we talk to them, let's go scan this keeper right quick. Just look at that vista, bro. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I think there might be cities up there because that looks a lot like the Coruscant like aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Because you can obviously see the city right here. I don't know. Ooh, wait. If I could whistle, I would.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
I don't buy it.
Come clean with me, Captain.
Oh,
you owe me that much.
Dylan, laugh it up.
I was in your shoes 20
Can't
years
whistle,
ago.
whatever.
They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Saren is pretty much just a dickwad, no matter which way you shake it.
Saren's not going to get away this time.
I'm gonna put a bullet
Saren's
right
gone.
there for him.
Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back.
At least Anderson
Stop Saren from getting the
acknowledges it.
conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Look at Udina. He looks like look at that nose. Of course he's gonna not, acknowledge the Reapers. All right, I'm on it, bro.
I'll stop him.
I'll stop it.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who
Yes, she
specializes
does.
in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Liara first. More crewmates,
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now.
Damn straight
You
I
don't
know.
answer to us.
But your actions still reflect
Shut
on
up.
humanity as
I
a
hate
whole.
this dude so
You
much.
make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Yeah, that's your job, homie. Don't talk to me about it.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Man, don't talk to me with that hairline.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Alright, yeah.
Yes, Commander?
Yeah, you chilling, homie? I like this guy. First of all, I forget the actor's name. If I'm sure I'll remember it at some random time, but he has one of my favorite voices of all video games, and his character is really cool. So I'm gonna make sure I'm looking out for the homie.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Something went wrong? Oh.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
That's a good plan. I mean, right? I don't know if he said there were casualties. I didn't see. I'm gonna say it was a good plan. This is probably not a good idea, but I mean, come on.
He was smart. He needed a diversion.
This went way beyond a simple diversion, Commander. The explosion tore the refinery to shreds.
Okay.
The whole place was on fire.
I didn't know that.
Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby.
Okay.
Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians.
What?
Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Yeah, alright, look, I said it was a good idea. Didn't know that 500 people just got wiped out, so, you know.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Yeah, that wasn't your fault.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't.
Okay.
I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
And back then, he wasn't, like, apparently, I mean, he was good. I don't know if he's been bad the entire time, but back then he was good, right? So, I don't know. That's kind of just stupid.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Alright, yeah, we'll learn about
Any
this.
extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Okay, Novaria.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Alright, well.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. Well, here's our awesome ship, Inspector Normandy Hole. Oof. That was my poor attempt at whistling. I tried. Let's get up in this hoe. Ooh.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Garrus cop.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Hell yeah, we
Everyone
are.
on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew,
y'all didn't know.
Now's the time.
That's Seth Green, bro. Y'all know who Seth Green is. He's Chris Griffin, bro. And, you know, a billion other things. Do I say... I don't want to, like, sound like an asshole. Because I love my crew, you know?
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
You're right. Eden Prime was just a start.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Nobody's gonna help us.
The Council wants to ignore this.
That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past. No reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake.
Yes, sir.
We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
That was a speech and a half, bro. Alright. Not if we fail. I won't let him
The
down.
captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Alright, this is where the game opens up. So now we have our own ship. We got the Normandy SR-1. We got our crew. We can pretty much take it wherever we want. So now, I mean, we'll go around the ship, talk to people. I don't know. Do y'all think I should keep the stream going, or should I end it here? Start another one later. I don't want to run it too long. Yeah, it was dramatic as fuck, huh? This game is all about dramaticism. It's sick. All right, so Navigator Presley, see what he's up to. But
if anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Before I go any further with this guy's conversation, y'all think I should end the stream, start up later? We're at an hour already, so I mean, like I said, I don't want to encroach on anybody's time. Not sure about having non-humans on our ship. See, the one thing about this dude, like he said, he doesn't know about non-humans, but I feel like if I met an alien, we've talked about this. If I ever met an alien, bro, I'd be all, head over heels. So, yeah, you doubt my decisions, homie?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
Yeah. If you're racist,
it's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
It's not just our problem.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
With that hair, we can tell.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so, yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream here. There wasn't a lot of action today. This game, I would say that Mass Effect 2 and 3 are when, the action ramps up. This one is a lot of action, especially now, but it's a lot of talking, too. So for now, we'll leave it here. We'll open up the galaxy map, and we'll go hunt down Saren, find us Dr. Liard Tassoni, and talk to the rest of the crew. Thank you guys for tuning in. Seriously, it means a lot. I appreciate y'all coming into this. It feels good to play this game. I love Mass Effect. Literally the game that got me, the game series that got me into gaming as much as I am now. And it's exciting to share this shit with you. So thanks for tuning in, and it's closing time, bro. Catch y'all later.